Do you need to replace any parts like this to your 14-inch Ventline Skylight? Then check out this video to find out how. Hi there guys, welcome to another Ross Perry Productions video, and this is actually my first video on my 2012 Jayco Swift. Now I haven't actually got the trailer fully expanded at the moment because I don't need to for this job, but this is quite a common theme with the Ventline vents. So I'm actually going to be showing you how to remove and replace this part of the vent here. So it actually has the fly mesh, and in that circle there is the mechanism that actually puts the vent up in the air, which I'll show you when we get into the camper. Now my one inside, so we'll just go inside now. Put that down there. As you can see, it's pretty perished anyway, but it actually has no fly mesh. So it just basically means when we're in there, we tend to actually, there we go, you can see it better at that angle. We tend to actually not have it open too much just because the flies do come in if you're somewhere where there's flies. So I thought it was really important to get a new one so that we've actually got that fly mesh there. Now when I ordered this, I did actually believe it came with the trim that goes around the outside here, but it didn't. So I'm actually going to go ahead and order that separately, but I can still change this. As you can see, got a lot of stuff in here. We're actually going away this weekend, so I can still change it. It'll still do the job. It just looks a bit tatty at the moment. So this is the 14-inch Ventline vent. So you basically unscrew that and it opens to the outside, as you can see, and you screw it back down and it comes back down and seals. So nice and simple. And I do believe this Ventline Skylight actually comes on quite a lot of RV campers, especially from the Jayco range. Now I actually found the part number here just below this dial here, and it was VD0433. So when I found it, I actually come across this part here. This has come through with actually a different model number, which I'll find for you just to show you. There it is, part number 650-00498, and then code is YA-S-NS. And in this video, I'm just going to show you how easy it is to actually replace this, which is as simple as undoing 9 screws, just with your standard Phillips screwdriver like this. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and set the camera up, and then I'll show you how to remove and replace it. Okay, so like I say, it should just be as simple as getting your Phillips number 2 screwdriver, undoing the 8 screws around the outside piece on the trim there, and then also taking the dial off. So I'm going to do that first. There we go, just making sure you keep all those parts safe. Now I am expecting this trim to kind of come apart because mine is perished pretty bad. Like I say, I'll try and piece it together just for this video, and then I'm going to go ahead and actually order the trim, which I've actually found in the same eBay shop that I bought the vent from as well. So a bit frustrating that I didn't order it all together. Now just to quickly show you how I've done it, I've actually left one of the screws just partially in, just so that it didn't drop down and twist anymore. Obviously my one is in pretty bad condition, so I didn't want it to twist and break more as it come down. Now we can go ahead and lower it with confidence. So that is the trim part here. As I said, mine is pretty broken, but it hasn't fallen apart, so that's good news. And then we can actually get this part down, which normally has the vent in. So I'm just going to go ahead and compare this with the new one to make sure it's correct, and then I'll go ahead and put it back together. Now it is worth mentioning quickly just to keep that in the same orientation as it come off, that way you know where the screws went. So just to show you the new versus old, you can certainly see the sun damage on my old one, and just because it's so badly damaged it looks a different size, but when you lower it over the top it's exactly the same. These holes here actually line up with these hooks here, so you can actually put the vent back up with the mesh and it will self-support, and then you just pop the trim in after. You don't need to use the trim to support it as it goes up, and you'll see that now on the video. So here we go. I'm obviously just going to use this here for guidance, making sure it goes up. Then I'm going to go ahead and line up the 2 hooks, and that's actually locked that in position. I can now go ahead and get the trim piece and position that where it belongs. Now I just need to be very careful with mine because obviously it's not in the best of conditions. Just making sure it goes in all the way around, and then start to get some of the screws back into position to hold it in place. So there we go, that's all back together. Now you notice mine's all warped, and it was when I took it down, and you can go ahead and now just open it, and you know that no flies or bugs are going to get in. Now obviously we can just go ahead and throw that in the bin. Oh, mine's already broken as soon as it hit the floor. That can just go in the bin now, and that's all back together. Like I say, I will replace that trim piece. I just need to go ahead and order it. I will put a product link to the vent with the fly screen and also the trim in the description down below. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my channel.